And we do want to thank our Fox 5 Atlanta team for that coverage. As you can see, a social media post is sent by DeKalb County Police Department saying, "We extend our deepest condolences to Officer Rose's family, friends, fellow DeKalb County officers, and law enforcement community during this most difficult time." And we continue to follow that breaking news as the Georgia Bureau of Investigations sharing the identity of the man who was shot and killed there on campus. And we did want to share that social media post with you from our...
Here's what we know. On August the 8th, around 4:50 p.m., shots rung out near the CDC headquarters in Atlanta. According to police, the shooter, Patrick Joseph White, opened fire on multiple CDC buildings from across the street. 4 buildings were hit by his bullets. White then ran into a CVS at Emory Point. Moments later, officers swarmed the area. That's when tragedy struck. Our officer, David Rose, a 33-year-old Marine veteran, was shot and killed during a confrontation. White was also found dead inside the CVS, but investigators haven't confirmed if it was by police gunfire or self-inflicted.
Down late this afternoon, a nearby driver capturing what appears to be rapid gunfire. Take a listen. Right now, we know at least one police officer has been injured. We're learning that the FBI is en route to the scene to assist. Video showing police vehicles and ambulances rushing to that area. Both Emory University and the
additional suspects. We have heard from DeKalb County and its chief spokesperson that an officer was injured as a result of this and taken to Emory Hospital. The condition of that officer has not yet been released, and whether or not they were subject to gunfire or just injured in the course of responding to it. So those are details that we're still hoping to get. The shelter in place lifted. People are still being advised to stay close to home, certainly stay away from this very active investigation. The sound of that gunfire that we heard so very clearly on that tape, clearly coming from a semi-automatic weapon, but we don't know if that came from the suspect or we don't know if that came from the police officer potentially returning fire. How the suspect died in the course of this shooting, that's still something we're waiting to get an update on from police. No initial indication. It's still early in this investigation, but no initial sense from investigators that are there on scene, based on folks we've spoken to, that the CDC or Emory University were somehow targeted here, and there's no indication yet that this involves any potential student. But obviously, Emory University putting out, just as you described, that run, hide, fight moniker that is now so familiar to all of us who have covered these mass shootings, the advice that they're giving to people. But tonight, it appears at least that this is not going to be some sort of a mass casualty event, and that is at least some good news.
All right. NBC's Tom Winter, thank you.
Now, who was Patrick Joseph White? I know we all eager to know, but neighbors describe White as quiet. But in recent months, they say he lost a lot of weight and became increasingly vocal about his belief that the COVID vaccine had really harmed him. Reports say his own father once called the police out of concern he might harm himself. This wasn't just random. It was a man allegedly holding deep resentment toward the CDC, and it boiled over in a very public, violent way, as we can see how this playing out today. Now, Officer David Rose wasn't just a cop. He was a father, a husband, and a Marine veteran. He leaves behind a pregnant wife and 2 young kids. The community is really rallying behind his family right now, but the pain is a real raw emotion. Now, this shooting is raising big questions about public safety, mental health, and how online conspiracy theories can spiral into real-world violence. Whether you agree or disagree with vaccines, there's no justification for this type of attack. And the fact it happened at the CDC, the nation's top public health agency, makes it a symbolic and political flashpoint. Now, this story is still developing, but one thing that we're very clear about: misinformation, untreated mental health, and easy access to firearms could be a dangerous mix. Was this politically motivated? Maybe. We don't know. We don't have those facts yet. But what about you? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Even click that bell notification around somewhere there on your page. I'm going to keep following this story for more updates, and I'll keep you in the loop. Until next time, Trilogy Vision signing off. Love.